Hello, I am back doing an energy reading for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun and Moon. What's up with this connection with Sagittarius? Sun sign and Moon sign. Messages for Sagittarius. Placements. What's up with the connection? This could be a platonic connection, an intimate connection, a family connection, a connection with yourself, or a disconnection overall. Messages for Sagittarius, Sun and Moon placements. If you're new here, I read intuitively. My readings are not gender nor sexuality specific. I read the energies of masculine and feminine. Mismatched. You're puzzle pieces from two different boxes. No matter how hard you try, you just don't fit. And then we have addiction. Addiction distorts everything. Truth, trust, priorities until healing begins. Healthy love can't grow in this soil. That fell out right on top of this, so. Oh, what else? Core values. You may differ in details, but you agree on the non-negotiables. You don't have to reroute your values or override your instincts for them. Ouch. Well, these came out together. I just feel like there's somebody trying to twist your arm, Sagittarius. You got afraid to leave. You're staying because the unknown feels scarier than the unhappiness you've normalized. Future spouse, marriage material, soulmate energy, forever vibes. It's all here. Now it's up to you to nurture it. Yeah, but this is coming out like this. All right, what is this? Mismatch, addiction for Sagittarius, Sun and Moon. Y'all not aligned. You know that, she know that, he know that, they know that. Not aligned at all. And you trying to stunt, you putting on a mask to try to act like you are aligned, but it's very evident that there's a mismatch. Like, you see it, you feel it, and people see it on you. Not that it matters what people think, but I feel like Sagittarius, sometimes it can matter to you what people think. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes. But I feel like for who this is resonating with, when it comes to intimate relationships, because we'll see how because this could be a friend for some, but when it comes to intimate relationships, I feel like Sagittarius cares about how they are presented, you know, whether they're individual or they're with someone, especially intimate partners, but it could be friends, it could be family, like, you know, and not that they worried about what people think of them, but they usually try and some achieve presenting a sharper image, like a first impression, a good impression, whatever good is to them, right? And it also applies to who they're with. So I just feel like, you know, this is a mismatch. It can be seen on you. Other people know. And I don't feel like you letting what other people think drive you anymore. But it just don't even feel right. So then you keep dabbling in the addictions, the alcohol, the coke, the meth, whatever it is, right? The food, the ice cream, the sugar, the saturated fat. Like, it could be consuming anything that's just not serving you. This ain't this connection is not serving you, and then the addiction created to cope with the connection is not serving you. So now we have core values, afraid to leave, and future spouse. So with this core values, you want somebody more aligned with you and who you are. But some of y'all feel like there's a fear of leaving, but I don't feel like you came to that consciously yet. But because some of y'all like, well, they won't let me leave. And like I said, it's like a twist in your arm, but I'm getting like, how bad do you want to leave? Because you a Sagittarius, you a fire sign, and fire signs, when they want to do something, they gonna do it. Ain't no stopping them. They doing it. It's gonna get done. How it get done, that varies depending on what it is, what energy they want to put it into it. Like, but I'm hearing what they got to lose, right? Because the Sagittarius that I know, they don't have a problem with touching a hot stove, even though they see it's hot. You told them it's hot. The heat rising up off of it, they just got to see for themselves. But there's a scarcity and there's a fear. And some of y'all feel like, or your arm is being twisted to stay, right? So you can't just leave. You got to work out a strategy. But for the majority, ain't nobody twisting your arm. If there's some twisting arms, some force, I feel like if it gets physical, it gets physical on both ends with this type of energy. Sag, you get physical, they get physical. Sometimes you kick it off, sometimes they kick it off, right? I don't feel like it ain't healthy, but I don't feel like the majority, like 80% that's resonated with this, is feeling trapped or physically abused, right? But I do feel like there is some physical abuse involved, right? So, but my thing is, you want somebody more aligned with you, and you want an actual spouse, an actual partner. And I feel like some of y'all gonna have that. Some of y'all gonna be like, man, anything better than this. And I don't even know what that is, but I know this ain't it. Because it's like you said, you're staying because the unknown feels scarier than the unhappiness you've normalized. But some of y'all want to go back. So when you want to go back to something, depending on how you ended it, it may be even scarier, because it's like, man, how I fixed that? I did XYZ. Burnt the bridge, blew it up, melted it, poured acid on it, unalived it, all of that, right? So there's another fear, right? But it's just like, okay, go somewhere else, but leave this. But then it's some of y'all like, well, nah, I want to go back. I want to go to an ex or something. But it is what it is, right? But even if that is not the case, you want somebody's more, and that is more in alignment. And this came out with this. This is in the middle of this. We talked about what's going on now. This is in the middle of this. Like, in order to get here, you have to go through this. You have to go through this to get this. Right? Clarify this for Sagittarius. But it's just like, how do you do that? How do you do that? It's different for everybody, right? If you would like to request a personal reading, all the information to schedule that will be listed below in the description box. It is different for everybody, right? But I feel like with this Scorpio full moon, 222 on the timer, things are coming to a head. Yeah, somebody is meditating more. They're determined to come up out of this, right? But they come from this with these core values, right? They want somebody more aligned, but they come from this. This is infighting. This usually feels like family or somebody close to you, like crabs in a barrel. But if this is coming out for core values, right, it's just giving like, what are your core values? Because I was going to say, like, you want this future spouse. You want somebody more aligned with your values. But my thing is, if you have a certain type of value that is better than this, that you're afraid to leave, how did you even get here anyway? But I feel like Sagittarius, you're evolving. You're evolving, so I feel like some of y'all know how to do this. Some of y'all know how to get up out of it and, you know, do better, establish more positive, healthy core values for yourself, but you're not doing it. You just focused on the past, right? Two of Cups that some of y'all want with someone, like an ex, like I said, or some of y'all just focus on, I really feel like a lot of y'all focus on what you had with somebody else, even if you're not trying to go back to that ex. But then I also feel like some of y'all are looking back on an ex or exes to try to look at what you appreciated in the relationship and what you learned, you know, and you utilize the past knowledge of that to help incorporate more healthier core values. And then, like I said, somebody else is just really kind of like looking back towards an ex. They not even doing the work. Woo, woo, woo. So we got a Tower and then the Chariot. So something about to pop, and it's gonna get some movement going. Movement. Gonna get some movement going. What is this Tower for Sagittarius? Somebody want to encounter somebody in the physical. Somebody want to talk to somebody. Somebody want to have some communication with you, Sag, or you them. Or communication may come in the form of a download or a reading. Let me see here. And that's going to get them or you rushing towards you, Sagittarius, or you them. But like I said, some of y'all already doing the work from this situation while you're in it, while you're getting out of it, just got out of it. And some people know what to do, but they ain't doing it. Some of them, like, they want to stay in this, though. They want to stay in this mismatched addictions. They just want a little break, a little vacation. Get a little refuel to go back over there in it. Yeah, there's going to be some awakenings. Ooh, that's a yes. There's going to be some awakenings. There's going to be some rebirths happening with this Tower moment. Ooh, like the communication, the whatever it is going to cause. Because it's giving a transmission, right? Transmitting, whether you're doing it through sound, touch, thoughts. But when I say touch, somebody wants to encounter you, like see you at the grocery store. But I'm hearing like run into you, but I don't really like that term. Because I mean, run into you. Come on now. That's how most people describe accidents. But then maybe they try to make it look like an accident. Like, oh, I ain't see you. Fuck out of here. Shit like that could make some people want to fight. Like, you just walking around this aloof that you bump into me hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I could see a brushing of shoulders, but this accident, they really gonna try to exaggerate it so it can stop you. Very childish and immature. Instead of saying, hey, how you doing? Can I talk to you for a second? Because if it stops you, for example, right? Somebody play like they don't see you, whether you in a car or you walking, and they, you know, because I had a download like last week. Somebody want to try to like cause a little fender bender. So it's like, you got to talk to me now, cause you gotta pay for your car, or I gotta pay for my car. We gotta switch you know, information. Like, that's some petty shit, and that's some disregarding the boundaries, and you still over here doing goofy shit like that. But we got the addiction, And it's like it distorts everything. So some people may think that little accident is the answer, but it's just gonna get your ass lit on fire. Cause the wrong one, but it'll be the right one for you, because it's like you doing this immature shit. But it's gonna be the wrong one. They gonna be like, okay, I'm the wrong one, but you got the right one though. Yeah. Because I just feel like it's still a disrespecting of boundaries. You know, you want to talk to somebody, send them a message, send them an email, call them, write them a letter. Go old school. But don't be trying to fake like you ran into somebody, whether it be their car, their body, whether you got word to them through somebody else. Just be direct. Childish, immature ass. Ugh. Anyway, I went off on a tangent, but you get what I'm saying. However it go down, it's going to cause an awakening, and shit gonna get them moving. What's gonna get them moving though with this Chariot? What's gonna get them moving? The mind, the thoughts are racing. A lot of the thoughts or the actions that are thought are gonna be brought into the physical. But doing some goofy shit might not get you the result you want. All right. So good luck to those who have decided to say, I'm leaving this behind and I'm going to get in my bag and meditate and do what I got to do to establish new values, new roots, new core beliefs. And I'm going to push through this and get me a new boo. All right. And for those of y'all that's trying to just like, I just want to go for a vacation. I ain't going to leave, or, you know, I just want to go over here where I know it's peaceful. For y'all that's just trying to drop in and get recharged disrespectfully, I ain't going to wish you luck on that. Like, I guess I could, but I'm not going to wish you luck on that. I ain't going to wish you harm, but it's just like, have some respect, like core values. Because at the same time, even though you willing to stay in this shit, you willing to stay in it, you know what I mean? Because you scared to move or don't want to move, whatever you telling yourself here. You know, because whatever the motivation is, it's just like, if you had core values like that, for those who want to do that part, you wouldn't be in this. But you coming towards somebody because they have core values. You know, it'll be peaceful. You know, it'll be like play games with somebody else. Stay where you at. And you could take it as a warning if you want, but I'm just trying to be helpful here. All right, deuces, respectfully. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comments.